Hey everyone, AYBL Maine here. It's middle of the week. It's a little rainy outside today, and I'm in a little bit of a pain because of that. But I still wanted to get in here and record my video. Right now we're on the year 34, 2002, of my top five albums for every year that I've been alive. This is actually one of the stronger years I feel like in the early 2000s. So let's kind of jump in there a little bit. In my top five is Bruce Springsteen's The Rising. It's a really strong album. I never got around to listening to it till about 6 months ago. Title track is really good. I had heard The Fuse before, which was the end credit song on the movie 25th Hour, a Spike Lee film, which I highly recommend. If you haven't seen that movie, you should definitely see that movie. Also had a song called Worlds Apart that I thought was really interesting, unlike anything the Boss has ever done before. So it's a good album. Check it out, The Rising. Also in my top five is Coldplay's A Rush of Blood to the Head. This is their best album by a long shot. I really enjoy Clocks on here. In My Place was released as a single, but the best song on there and one of the best love songs that I've ever heard is The Scientist. You should really listen to the whole album, but in particular, I mean, give The Scientist a second chance. It is a great song, and I really enjoy this whole album. I'll admit, Coldplay's kind of taken me by surprise on this album journey, so good for them. Also making it was, for the unique sound that they had, was Interpol, Turn on the Bright Lights. They never really kind of matched this sound at all, but I remember hearing this on MTV2, Obstacle 1, and not really thinking anything of it at the time. But that whole album's great. You should definitely check it out. That track alone would have definitely put it in my top 10 to even start thinking about albums. So great album. Also in the top five is The Flaming Lips, Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robot. I know, one of the most interesting album titles ever known to mankind, right? Part one, you know, the same thing. The Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robot Part One. That's a great track. You should definitely listen to that. Ego Trippin' is a really great song. They released Do You Realize, which made it into the mainstream rock charts. Great stuff. I mean, after that, I had to start listening to some other Flaming Lips albums, and I was highly impressed. So, give it a shot. But definitely number one for me. And I, again, another album I had not listened to until this journey within the last year was Beck's Sea Change. It's an album that is centered around a breakup with his girlfriend who was cheating on him with another musician at the time. So it's really unlike anything that Beck had ever done before. Some really great introspective songs on there. But the track to really check out there is Lost Cause. If you listen to that, it kind of summarizes everything that the album is about. But Sea Change is my favorite album from 2002, hands down. So check it out. As far as the album that everybody said I would love, but I actually didn't, it's actually Wilco's Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. And that's ironic because I do like every other album by Wilco that I've listened to. I believe Being There, Sky Blue Sky, Summer Teeth, which I've listened to, like the deluxe version of that. I've liked every one of their albums except for this one. And this is the one that the critics all got behind. And this is the one that everybody recommended to me. And this couldn't get into it. So I just thought that was very odd. But definitely was the album that everybody said I would love that I didn't that year, guys. So that's all I got for 2002. 2003, not so sure how that's going to go yet. I haven't really researched it yet, but wanted to get this video out to you. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll see you very soon.